EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight?
From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. So we got man.
On 3rd down, Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They look to throw instead. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken in at the 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Draw play, Ingram now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. On second and 15 now. Jackson flushed out right. Snead's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Now it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 32 yards, and the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the
time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Stand up in.
On second down, Mayfield again. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Number 53, Mike 53. That's right.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
Mayfield on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Mayfield down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jalen Ferguson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Jackson throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.